So in the previous lesson, I showed you how to basically create an image like this, but I would like to show you two more other things. So in this case, we have 4 images. So I've got this first image, I've got the second image, I've got this third, and I've got this fourth. So actually, let's change this one because this one is vertical with a square one. And let's make sure that they're all square, because what we're trying to do in this lesson is I'll show you how to do two things. I'll show you how to create a collage, which is basically an image that contains 4 images. So basically like an album of images that's very, very good. And it's going to make your listing stand out from the rest of other people. And also I'll show you how to add watermark, especially on your main image, so nobody steals it. So let's suppose that those are the 4 pictures you've chosen. So inside of Canva, right here in the same one, I'm going to click on add page right here, and I'm going to go to my file, or I'm going to go to those images specifically, and I'm going to click and drag them all the way here. So I'm going to do that for the first one. I'm going to go do that for the second one, going to go do that for the third one right here, and I'm going to do that for the fourth one. So 4 images, all of them are right here. Or again, you can click on upload files, choose the files location, and you will be able to upload them all. So we can see that if I move this right here and here and here, I can see that this is 4 images and it's very, very messed up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a very first image in the corner right here, and I'm going to resize it accordingly until I can see that Canva has showed me an outline of what the size would be. So I would stick to this exactly. I would move this image back right here all the way to the corner, and I will resize again until I am perfectly met with my image. So that's good right there. I will move also this one to the corner. I will resize it as well, and you can see that this is all looking much better right now. And as you can see, these are all the 4 images aligned together. But now it might be a little bit confusing since we're all using white. So what I'm going to do is resize just a little bit more, as you can see right here. So just a little bit more. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be looking at elements, and I'm going to add a line. So this is the line. And what you can do is basically buff this line and make it like this. So I'm going to add this line like this, and I'm going to click a duplicate. I'm going to move it all the way vertically until it's 90 degrees. I'm going to resize it again. So resize it again, and now it's much better. So now I'll resizes my images until the line appears, and we can see that we have created a very, very beautiful image where all 4 images look together, which is very, very good. And to download this image separately in Canva, what you can do is click on share and then click on download, but make sure that you choose only, as you can see right here. So in the select pages, choose just page number 2 and click on done, click on download, and you'll be able to see your image downloaded successfully. So let me close all of these images. I'm going to click save, going to drag it into my browser, and I can see this beautiful image. And we can make it even better if we head to Canva. I'm going to be looking at basically adding, I'll be looking at adding basically another 4 lines. So I'm going to import these lines right here, going to add them just like this, going to duplicate it once again, and then I'm going to move it all the way down. So now it's looking even better. I'm going to duplicate it, move it up, and then rotate it all the way vertically like this and put it right here exactly. So right, this one is not showing. So now, yeah, now it's much better. Duplicate again and move it all the way to the left, and we can see that our image looks even more cleaner than it's looking at the start. So I'm going to download this image again. So I'm going to choose page number 2, download, and once the image is downloaded, simply what I will do is open it in the browser right here, and you can see that this is the first image and the second image. There is not much difference right here, but when you're trying to do it in the eBay listing, it will show because the corners right now are black and the background is black. You get the idea. But right here, you can see already the difference between this and between this. So let me remove it. Yes, between this. So there is much difference to the eye. So yeah, that's the first thing I showed you in this video. The second thing is I'm going to show you how to do a watermark. First of all, head to your browser and type free watermark generator. And once you're there, click make watermark for free. So right here, I'm going to click make watermark for free. The website is makewatermark.com. So select a file. In this case, if you have a logo, if you have something, you're going to be adding this to the folder. In this case, I don't really have a logo. So let's really make So let's really make one very quickly. So the first thing to do is go ahead, click free logo maker. So I'm just going to do that. And I'm just going to type in, for example, electronics store. So I'll do that. Click make logo. I'm going to skip all of this. So I'm just going to do business owner. So right here, I'm just going to do e-commerce and then keywords max. So I'm just going to do electric and technology. So I'm going to click next, and that's about it. I'm just added 4 keywords. You can add any keywords that are related to you. And as you can see right here, all of those work. So I'm just going to grab the simplest one right here. I'm going to grab this one. So I'm going to click get logo and then create this brand and then add the email right here. It's very, very simple. So once you add your information, you'll be good to go. And there's also a very simple way to do it again with Canva. So I'm going to go with Canva. I'm going to go to the home and I'm going to create search for logo right here. So logo, and I'm going to find a couple of templates. So what you can do is basically go to this one. For example, I like this one. It's very simple. It's very good. And click on the text that I want to change. So this coconut, I'll make it so, for example, electric right here, and this cosmetic will be store. So for example, that would be very, very decent, very simple. I'm going to remove this image and I'm just going to put this one in the middle of the image. And that's about it. I've created my business logo. It's as simple as that. You can do that with either the free tool that I showed you or with Canva right here by finding a free template that you can use. So once you have your logo, so for example, I'm going to use the Canva logo, click on share again, click on download, and you will be able to download this image right here. And we have this logo. So now we have a logo. Let's go to makeawatermark.com. So now that we're back in here, we'll click select file. I'll click from computer and I will be choosing right now the images that we have found for the listing. I'll click on main image. So I have it right here and I can add all the other files that I will have. So for example, all of those, and I'll click next step. So right here now I'll click add logo. So even in the case, by the way, you don't have logo, you can just type text on top of it. So I'll click add logo. I'll click from my computer. I'll find my logo right here. So once I have a logo, this is the logo I'm going to be using. So I'm going to make the size much, much smaller. I'm going to change the opacity so it doesn't really look that much. So I'm going to change this. So actually, let's make it a little bit bigger right here. And let's just leave it on the top right corner. And for rotation, let's do it something like this. So it's less visible for the buyer. And yeah, that's about it. We can also find effects. So I'll just keep the normal effect. I'll play with the opacity a little bit. And yeah, now we have a watermark on our logo, which is very good. I'll click next step. And all you have to do is if you want to buy this tool, you'll click buy full version. You will be able to do it. And the other method that you can do it is with Canva again, because as I said, Canva is that powerful. So I'm going to go back to home and so inside of home, I'll be able to find my main images that I've used previously. And right here, I'll be able to import my logo. So right here now, I can click on this and I will lower down the transparency very, very low. I'll change the direction of the image and I will put it all the way up. I'll change the size and I will keep it just about here. And now if I click share, download, that's about it. I've made my watermark in the image. And in this lesson, as I said, I've showed you how to do both of those things. I hope that helped you a lot. So there's the paid method and the free method. Thanks a lot for following alongside. I will see you in the next lesson where we'll be creating our first real listing.